Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Saturday, November the 8th, 2025. Let's take a look at it and see what we got for today. Alright, we got some good ones here. I made videos on my channel that'll help you guys out. I get different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas out there. If you're brand spanking new player to the game, you're a returning player, even an experienced player, there's particular daily, weekly challenges giving you a hard time or trouble. I'm sure you'll find a video on my channel that'll help you. Try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with the great comments and tips, which are greatly appreciated. If you do wonder why I slightly more score than you, think the top right-hand corner of the screen, a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that right out the current Season 22 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%, in which you can claim by being a Fallout First member, or by paying the 1,500 items for the Season Pass. Alright, let's take a look at these ones here. Look at this last one down here. That's quite something. I've seen that one in a very long time. But we'll definitely take a look at that here at the end. Build a decoration in a workshop or camp in free cam mode 5. So a couple different things here. You can go ahead and claim a workshop. Any workshop will do. The one closest to your favorite one. Once when you claim it, you'll have to go to free cam mode. And then go to your building decorations and build whatever decorations you want. Voice is dying off again. Or you can just go ahead and build it in your camp. It's really up to you what you want to do. Now, a lot of people like to kind of add or modify to their camps for these particular daily, weekly challenges that do pop up quite frequently. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. You can definitely keep what you build, or you can choose to scrap it if you're happy with your camp. There's nothing wrong with that either. We're just going to go ahead and do it here in our camp. So let's go ahead and back out. Now, if you do plan on scrapping it and not keeping it like myself, I recommend building it in a little wide open area. You're not inside of a building or a prefab where you might accidentally run the risk of scrapping that prefab or that building. Just kind of make a little note of that. Let's go to our build menu here. Okay, now we're going to go right to free cam mode. So you see the bottom of the screen says toggle camera. Whatever button that is for you, that's what you select. You go ahead and hit that one. You'll see a little camera with some wings pop up at the top of the screen. That's how you know you're in free cam mode, whether you stay in this one spot or you kind of fly up in the air. It's really up to you what you want to do. All right, so let's go down here. We're going to go make sure we're in our build section, okay? And we're going to go down here under decorations. Now, again, you can keep what you build, or you can choose to scrap it. If you do plan on scrapping, I recommend building something that doesn't cost a lot of resources. But at the end of the day, it's really up to you what you want to do. We're going to build a couple of these coffins here. Just cost us 6 wood each. Of course, we have all kinds of wood here, so let's go ahead and do that. You can build all the same thing if you wish, just like that. Build a decoration in a workshop or camp in free cam mode. Now, the build menu is still fairly new to most of us, especially if you're a returning player. Lots of changes. Again, there's no instructions on how to use the old new build menu. So all you do is you go to your build menu. Okay. Now we have build or modify in the top left-hand corner of the screen. Okay, so whatever button in this view, that's what you select. I'm on Xbox, so I hit LS. Switches me over to the modify section of the build menu. This is where you can lock things up. You can add wallpapers, you can edit, you can replace and put blueprints, etc. This is where you can also pick up your item and kind of move it around if you so wish. Okay, and this is where you can also scrap it. And when you do scrap items, you get half of what you use back. So just kind of keep that in mind. Nice. All right, let's see what's next here, Jimmy. Craft ammo at a workbench 50. So again, this one here is not really particular what type of ammo. You can craft ballistic or energy ammo. Even though it says ammo there, some people might think, oh, you can only craft ballistic ammo. But if it said ballistic ammo, it would actually say ballistic ammo or energy ammo. But this one here is not really all that particular. Don't get this confused with collect ammo. We actually have to craft it. Of course, we do that at only one workstation, and that is a Tinker's Workbench. So any Tinker's Workbench will do. We're just going to use the one right here in our camp. So let's go ahead and go craft. So your actual ammo section is actually ballistic ammo, and then your energy ammo is right down here. We're going to go ahead and craft some energy ammo just to show you how it works, basically. So for 30 fusion cells, 4 copper, 8 lead, and 4 plastic. Now, you can get more bang for your buck using a couple perk cards if you have them. If you go under agility, that perk card is called Ammo Smith. Again, if you don't have a level 2, all it has is a level 1. Definitely apply. It's only going to help you. But this level 2, as you can see, produce 80% more rounds when crafting ammunition. Let's go ahead and add that bad boy on. And of course, under luck, anytime you are crafting anything, I always recommend using Super Duper. Now, Super Duper doesn't work with all type of items, okay? Like power armor, etc. But again, it's really good to kind of put on when you are crafting items. And the same thing with the Ammo Smith. If you don't have a level 3, if all you have is a level 1 or level 2, definitely apply. It's only going to help you. But as you can see, even with this level 3, there's still only a 30% chance you get double results. So it's definitely not going to work every single time. All right, back to our Tinker's Workbench here. We're going to go ahead and go craft. All right, we're going to go right back down here to the energy ammo. And as you can see, instead of 30 fusion cells, it is 54. But as you can see on the right-hand side, is the same requirements as if we were crafting 30. And that is what the ammo... I'm sorry, guys. That is what the Ammo Smith perk card does, okay? More bang for your buck, as you can see. And that Ammo Smith perk card will work for your energy ammo, as well as your ballistic ammo as well. All right, so you can use that same method if you plan on crafting your ballistic stuff. Let's craft our energy stuff here. Fusion cells here, just one. There we go. So Super Duper did not kick in that time. We do find Super Duper, working better if you do craft more than 3. However, you guys have seen me play this day in and day out. It does work if you do craft 1 or 2 once in a while. All right. Awesome. But either way, you just end up with getting more ammo either way. If you do switch your perk cards around, again, don't forget to put your perk cards back. You guys know I'm a huge, I kind of forget that myself, so. All right, there we go. Let's see what's next here. Scrap jar to produce glass 10. So lucky for us, glass is a junk item in which we can use the bulk and scrap method at any Tinker's Workbench here in the game. So again, any Tinker's Workbench, which is the one right here in our camp, we just go ahead and go craft. Go down here to bulk, go down here to the G section, get that to bulk 1 glass. All you need is 15 glass shards and 2 plastic from your stash of scrap box. You go ahead, you bulk your 1 glass and you scrap it. It's hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. It's more so for the folks that are kind of short on time, or for people like to get things done quick and easy. The bulk and scrap method is definitely where it's at for most junk items here in the game. Now we can get glass in a wide variety of ways, glass bottles, etc. Let's take a look at little hot spot locations here for that. So Somerville's docks at the very south end here. You got that when you spawn in, you actually spawn in up over here, so you have to make your way around or go through those scorch that are there. But you're actually down in the little sandbar that's down here. There's a couple of shopping carts, and there's 10 beer bottles down there that you can pick up. Now, you only get 1 glass per beer bottle, so you're going to need all 10, all right? Another hotspot is right here at the kill box at the very top of the building on the roof. You will need a jetpack or marsupial to get up here, so just an FYI there. But again, well worth it. There's lots of Nuka-Cola bottles, and those ones will actually give you 2 glass each. And if you're lucky, you'll come across a Nuka-Cola Quantum up there as well. All right. Another pretty decent spot I find, we just kind of talk about it once in a while here, is Blackwater Mines. So right when you spawn in, right to the left-hand side, that's where you go. You don't go inside that big compound there. Right to the left-hand side, you'll see like a little vendor-ish kind of area. We see them around the wasteland, like where Blood Eagles are and all that. But you go there, and sometimes the wine or bourbon bottles will be filled, and sometimes they'll be empty, and they'll just be bottles. So you can try there as well without having to get in too much of a hairy situation. There's a lot of high-level mole miners here, but if you stay outside, like I mentioned, you only have to deal with maybe 1, all right? And of course, we can find bottles all around the wasteland. That's the one thing with the game. Sometimes where you think there's alcoholic beverages, sometimes the servers will switch those full alcoholic beverages out with bottles, all right? So just going to keep that in mind. All right, so we're actually going to go ahead here. We're going to go to the kill box. I'll show you the skeleton on the rooftop with all the Nuka-Cola balls. Now, again, you will need a jetpack or marsupial to get up here. We're fairly close to Somerville's docks, and we'll kind of head over there to show you that as well. Now, you can go through this little funhouse of Blood Eagles if you so wish, but you don't really have to. If you have a jetpack, again, you can just make your way up here. Or marsupial, just make yourself up to the 2nd floor. All right, so we're going to be a little quieter. wait for our AP to get up, or we can use some canned coffee, what have you. And we're going to get right on the roof like this. Just like that. And here's all of our bottles right here, as you can see. Let's pick one up here. And if we go under item and then new, we can call as you can see, each one gives you 2 glass each. All right, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. We'll pick up one more. Now, I would say 8 times to the 10th, there'll be a quantum up here. But there's no quantum here today, unfortunately. Now, exactly right across from where you're at, okay, that is the Somerville's docks. Okay, as I mentioned, it'll be right on the south side. Okay, and right here, right where I'm kind of pointing, you can see where the little dot is right there. There'll be 2 shopping carts and about 10 beer bottles down there. So if you don't have a marsupial or a jetpack, that's where you can head right across from here, or spawn over there if you so wish. But again, you do spawn up there, so you have to go through those scorch, which are pretty squishy. They're pretty easy to do. You might even find a treasure hunter mole miner down there. All right, and yeah, rock and roll. Let's go ahead and scrap this stuff up. We're just going to head right back to our camp. And always remember, you can scrap this stuff at any workbench. There's a couple of workbenches in here. Another player's camp, down at a train station, wherever you want to do. I like to kind of just go back to my camp just to set myself up for the next challenge. Hit me again, she says. Huh. Nice, put this gun away here, Jimmy boy. Again, you can scrap this stuff up anywhere, so you can see your item stats when you do scrap it up. There we go, scrap junk to produce glass, 10 for 10, done, just like that, sweet. And again, even quicker, bulk and scrap method. Definitely where it's at. Let's see what's next. Kill glowing creature 1. So I do have a couple older videos I made in early 2023 showing you some great locations for glowing creatures. Let's take a look at a couple here. Right up here in Monadga Mine, there's usually 3 mole miners here. Usually one of those 3 guys are glowing. Right here in Monadga, this is a really good spot. There's about 19 mole miners here on a very good day, and usually half of them are glowing. Even some of the one of the 6 mole rats are glowing as well. Again, Blackwater Mine, like I had mentioned. With that ball, you can also come here for your mole miners. Again, all kinds of inside and outside of the mine, and usually half of them are glowing as well. Where are we at here, Jimmy? Down here in Skyline Valley region, I usually find a lot of critters, such as rat stags, yowai bears, rad roaches will be glowing as well. You just kind of come across them. Nice little hot spot here, Shenandoah Visitor Center. Usually about 10 to 12 rad roaches are here, and usually half of them are glowing. Sometimes all of them are glowing, which is pretty cool. Even if you walk between the Shenandoah Visitor Center and the Dark Hollow Manor, you'll come across some glowing rad stag, some glowing mole rat, just kind of following you along. And usually down here at Camp Liberty, right in Camp Liberty, right next to the bonfire, you'll see a yowai bear in a cage, and usually he's glowing as well. So it's actually a pretty good little spot there. And one more spot just kind of came to mind real quick here before we forget. Abby's Bunker. You actually come here very early on in your quest line when you follow the Overseer's mission during Wastelanders. You come here like maybe level 22, level 23 if you start right off right at level 20. Again, you just need a level 0 hack, so no special perk cards to get down inside there. And there's 5 rad roaches there. And usually half of them are glowing. Sometimes all of them are glowing. You guys have seen that here on the channel. You can check that out if you so wish. Alright, so many great spots there. Again, just to name a couple spots for you guys. Let's pop down here to the Shenandoah Visitor Center, which is part of the Skyline Valley region. That's going to set ourselves up for the next challenge while we're down here. Again, with these challenges, as I always mention to people, you can make it as easy or as hard as you want. It's really up to you. The game doesn't know if you took the easy way out or the hard way out, okay? Alright, so we got some glowing guys over there, as you can see. Let's go ahead and kill one. There we go. Kill glowing creature 1 for 1, done. Just like that. And kill an enemy in the Skyline Valley region, 1 for 5. Let's go ahead and take a look at that one here. Kill an enemy in the Skyline Valley region 5. So again, when it says an enemy, everything is on the table, okay? Even robots and humans, right up to the highest level enemy in the game, right up to the odd passive enemy we might find in that region. So everything is on the table. And of course, our Skyline Valley region is right down here. Okay. Now, keep in mind, if you are new to the game, Johnson's Acre, Denton Sons Construction is part of the original map. They are part of the Savage Divide. Okay, so anywhere below that is great, right? Even Susan's Cabin is part of the Skyline Valley region as well. So again, you're pretty much good to go down here. We're just going to stay right here. We're going to kill these rad roaches that are here. As I mentioned, there are 10 to 12 here. Just turn our light on, and again, it's always good to kind of check the bathrooms. These guys will just kind of pop up out of nowhere. Sometimes, oh, there's a couple of glowing guys there too. Nice, nice. Yeah, really good spot over here. You see these glowing guys just sitting here, just waiting to be taken care of. There we go. Kill an enemy in the Skyline Valley region, just like that. A couple more glowing guys over there, as you can see. Oh, didn't he let me sit in that tree? Weird. There's a couple more over there. Usually one or two on top of the building as well. Nope, he's following me up there. He's like, I'm a-coming. Don't forget about me, Jim. Let's see what's next. Completing Event 1. Alright, so just in case you're new to the game, I do have a link in the description for a video called Complete Events for Newbies. Again, we don't do every event in the game. We do quite a few of them for that hour and 6 minutes just to kind of go through it as quickly as we could. But what I mainly focus on in that video is there are probably about half a dozen or so events that we can spawn in ourselves by simply fast traveling to that area or by just walking by. Okay, let's take a look at those real quick here. BattleBot here at Mount Blair Train Yard. Fertile soil here at Voltec Agricultural Research Center right next to Flatwoods. This is probably the first event you actually do as a new character. You leave Vault 76 and you come down here. You'll probably spawn in this event. You probably don't even know what it is. And it's called Fertile Soil. It's pretty easy to do, but if you're brand spanking new, a lot of robots around, can be a little overwhelming. Right up here at Morgantown, it's called Collision Course. You actually have to walk here because when you spawn here, you have to walk down the big runway. It's a quarantine zone, and that'll pop in there for you. There's two here in Grafton, either Protest March or Grafton Day. 50-50 chance, so two different events can spawn in up here. They're fairly easy here to do as well. So let's pop up to Grafton.
This is Grafton's mayor speaking to anyone who can hear me.
Alright, so that's a daily quest that pops up. That's the one that's for up here. That is the buried with honor kind of deal. But that's a totally different thing. That's a daily quest.
He needs your help. Seems he dug up another soldier. He needs a proper burial at the battlefield cemetery. The soldier, that is.
Actually, before we do this here, let's go ahead and see what we have available too. As I saw this one here just pop up, Leader of the Pack. That's a good one to do too, especially if you're lower level. There are 3 pack of wolves. Usually each leader of the pack is legendary, like a 1-star. You do get a legendary item. So if you're new to the game, great way to get some legendary items. The only thing is about that one, it is time sensitive, usually like 9 minutes or something like that. And it's kind of like usually one right here, and usually one closer to Aaronhold Homestead. So you have to kind of move around, run around. And if you're lower level, your endurance isn't really all that high, so it can be a little challenging there for that one. This one here is a Real Blast Enclave event. That one there is fairly easy to do as well. This is Monster Mash down here. Yeah, Monster Mash. That's a little bit higher level way to get an event done. We did it actually our first live stream that we ever did here on the channel. And a great way to get Halloween candy actually. The Halloween candy that you can eat all the time without blacking out. But it's a great way. You get like a little mask and that disappears obviously when the event is done. It's pretty cute there. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay. So all you have to do here, you just run right up. Now we can just spawn right into Grafton, but you usually spawn on the north side. And then you have to go through all those super mutants there. Grafton Day, this is the one I was hoping for. Right, let's go ahead here. We're locked and loaded. Excuse me there, guys. Gee, he just kind of flew over here, didn't he? Oh, see that? That's pretty cool. Yeah, he kind of jumped up a little bit there, didn't he? Little bugger. Try to cripple this guy here. Cripple his limbs on him. No, I don't think it really matters. There we go. Now, fun fact about this one here before we leave the area. If you're new to the game, okay, one thing that's really good. Holy mackerel. If you're new to the game, and if you go to these events, okay, and if you're looking to do these daily, weekly challenges, you can wait for the super mutants that are around here to kill the Grafton monster, and they will, okay? Or if you're on a public server, somebody else kills them, okay? As long as you're within the area, let's say you can just stand right here, just watch everything kind of going on in front of you, and as long as you're within the event area, you get credit for it. So just a little fun fact there, just in case you're new to the game and didn't realize that. And that goes with all events as well. Is that one there's pretty easy to do, and then you can go ahead and reap the rewards. I would say at least get one shot off on him, so you can get some caps and maybe the odd armor or weapon that he drops. Oh, let's see this cat here. All right. All right, let's kind of hide down here a little bit. All right. Last but not least, look at this one here. Take a camera picture of a fog crawler one. So it says take a camera picture. You must use a Pro Snapflex camera. If you try going photo mode, it will not work. Now, fog crawlers, not the easiest to find. Only one guaranteed spot for a fog crawler on any type of server. So let's take a look at some locations here. The guaranteed spot is up here in Carlton Mine. Okay. I believe the quest is called Cheating Death. It's part of the Wastelanders update where you're kind of doing quests for the raiders, okay, up here in Crater, okay? You actually have to come here with a person named, I think their name is Lou, okay? Like they're the ones with that little voice box kind of deal. They're like a female NPC, but they have a male voice box kind of thing going on. But that's the only way to kind of, you can get to the mine, but then you're kind of stuck. Then you need to complete that event called Cheating Death in order to get further to get to the fog crawler, okay? I do actually have that video here on the channel, and you can check that out if you so wish. Just in case if you don't remember doing it, you can check that video. I believe it's all timestamped as well. The only other way for a fog crawler is on a server where the public event called Moonshine Jamboree right here, Sunday Brothers Cabin, okay? Again, a little bit higher level area. I wouldn't recommend coming here yourself during that event, okay? But again, there's lots of fog crawlers, gulpers, anglers, and ghouls that show up for that one. But that's really the only other one that I can think of. If it's during the Meat Week event where we have Primal Cuts, there's usually a couple in around here, primal cuts that pop up where fog crawlers will show up. But again, they can show up at these Sundew Grove areas. But again, yeah, they are not guaranteed at all. You're just more or less wasting your time doing that. So if basically Moonshine Jamboree, or if you completed that event, Cheating Death, you come up here to Carlton Mine. That's where we're going to go ahead here today, because of course this character did that a very long time ago. 4 years ago, maybe. Yeah, a long time ago. And it was part of the Wastelanders update. So the very first update we ever got there. Or one of the first updates we ever got anyway. Alright, so let's go ahead and head inside here. Been a little while since we came here. I think the last time we came here was with our low-level character, doing those early on quest lines there within the last year there. This is where we meet Lou right here. She's, I think she's going in that little, trying to get in that little box there. And if you did not complete Cheating Death, okay, you can't even get through here, okay? Because you need access. I think her name is Lou. Maybe Lou is, okay, maybe that character with the voice box is someone else, but Lou is the ghoul, I think, now that I remember. Anyway, you guys know what I mean. And you talk to Lou through here. That's okay. As soon as I saw that, I'm thinking, yeah, that's what it is. Excuse me. I forget who that character is that we meet up there with the voice box. Yeah, I can't remember for the life of me. But that's where you gain access, because that character will put a couple explosives here, and then you stand back here, and that area blows up. Okay, but that's the only way, basically, to get in here. But once when you do, there's a couple cave crickets in here. There'll be some mole rats a little bit further up. Great spot for some brain fungus as well. Got some glowing creatures here as well. It's like these rad roaches. Again, these aren't really guaranteed. Okay, they just happen to be here. Just walk right down here. And again, there'll be some more rad. Oh, he's a legendary. Nice. Yeah, that face there. All right. So where you want to go is going to head right down here now. Turn your light off here. So right around the corner will be our fog crawler. And again, this is guaranteed spot. If you don't do that event, Moonshine Jamboree. I was going to say, why are you doing this to me, game? He's over here. I'm thinking, I was walking in here, and I'm like, I don't know if you guys can see my facial expressions. I'm just like, oh my god, just made a liar out of me. There he is, little bugger. Don't forget your fiber optics, which is pretty awesome. Waste antiseptic. Yeah, pretty good. Now these guys are just basically, he's a skulking guy. But they're like crustaceans before the bombs fell. Before the bombs fell. You guys know what I mean. All right. So you can take a camera picture of this guy, either dead or alive. I prefer dead. Okay. Let's go ahead. We're going to whip out our Pro Snap Deluxe camera, which of course is considered a weapon here in the game. Now, if you try going photo mode off the main map screen, it's not going to work. Okay, you must use that Pro Snap Deluxe camera. And make sure, see how it says fog crawler in the top right-hand corner of the screen. See how I move it away? You must make sure it has that in the top right-hand corner. There we go. Take a camera picture of a fog crawler 1-for-1. Done. Now again, you don't have to be the one to kill it. So if you come here, and if you're on a public server, it's already killed, that's fine. I recommend that you get your Pro Snap Deluxe camera, take a camera picture of it quickly, because the body will eventually despawn. Okay, but you don't have to be the one to kill it for these type of daily, weekly challenges. Okay, good stuff. Now, if you don't have a Pro Snap Deluxe camera, if you go to the Jim McSteel YouTube channel, it's probably the first video you come across. I did it last year with my low level. I think it was like level 22 or level 23. Show you the best way to get a Pro Snap Deluxe camera, and that video is all timestamped. Now, the Pro Snap Deluxe camera is if you drop it by mistake, it will destroy itself. But if you do that, and there is a couple ways you can get it back. One way is the very first time you get a Pro Snap Deluxe camera, there'll be a side quest called the bucket list. I recommend doing it because after you complete the bucket list, every broken Pro Snap Deluxe camera you come across, you'll be able to take it to your Tinker's Workbench and craft a new one. All right. The second way is right down here in White Springs. You can use the front door entrance here. There's a random encounter that happens here every day. It could take days, weeks, or months for that particular random encounter to pop up. Is where you have to take a photo. You're given a Pro Snap Deluxe camera, and you're able to keep it at the end. Now, I've never done that one myself, but I know some of you had mentioned that is actually good. So I was like to kind of make a mention of it there. And I think we're done. Let's take a look at these challenges here. We are. Good stuff. I can see a lot of people re-rolling the Fog Crawler 100%. I know in the past when this one has popped up, because I think I have a separate video on it there, but people are not very patient. Yeah. The best way to put it. I try to help them out the best I can. But anywho. Weapon of the day here, Jimmy. The fixer, plus 100% sneak attack damage. Sure, I'm on here. Projectiles explode for plus 20% weapon damage, plus 15 bonus fast critical charge, 25% armor penetration, 100% sneaking speed, 15% stealth and shadow stalkers, explosive lucky hit, Powerful automatic receiver, stabilized short barrel, true stock, perforating magazine, reflex sight dot suppressor, judgment of set paint, 194 damage, 45 ammo, currently in automatic mode. Now, as I mentioned with the fixer and the handmade, and the only reason why I kind of go through this more so for the newer folk, basically, but the fixer and the handmade, once when you start using them, you'll be crafting them. If you have the plan, you'll be fighting them and scrapping them. You'll be learning a lot of mods. So after you do learn a lot of mods, you'll be switching the mods out because there's a lot of mods for them. As you can see, 16 together. But if you do have the receiver, you can actually switch between a single fire, for example, like this hardened receiver, back to a powerful automatic or whatever automatic you want, okay? The same exact thing with the handmade as well. Two very versatile weapons we have here in the game. Perk cards. That's it, Jim. Again, nothing real crazy. Same loadout I've had for quite some time. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me. They stay the same. Very happy with them. And as you can see, they're all maxed out. Armor. Let's take a look at that real quick here. Aristocrat's Ultralight Secret Service left arm. Chameleon Ultralight Secret Service left leg. Mutant's Ultralight Secret Service right arm. Persistent Secret Service under armor. Excuse me. Troubleshooter's Ultralight Secret Service right leg. Vanguard's Jetpack Secret Service chest piece. Alright, good stuff. Hey, buddy. What's going on there, butts? Huh. That's awesome, Camp Pet. There you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, NotMeButMeYesMeThatsMe, Yes Me, That's Me, Drew Andrew, Waywarner, John, DJ59, Picquerist, Grinch, Trentno, Tony Watson, Felix the Cat, Benny Bunny, AJ Foltz, Adolfo Perez, Aussies1, Ricardo 186, Eric R. Shepard. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.